Hi everybody, Gadgets and Wheels here, and I just want to talk about motorbiking gear. Subject, of course, I've talked about before in a video some time ago, and at that time I was using the Hein Gericke stuff because that was the gear that I chose at the time. That worked very well for me, and it typically would last me about 5 years before the waterproofing parts of it would sort of begin to fail, and it was the expensive gear, you know. It was you're paying over £1,000 for a jacket and trousers kind of gear. I can't remember what it was something like 1,200 or something like that for both, and that's going back, well, 5 years ago. And this year I decided I was going to go for something a bit different, mainly because actually Hein Gericke don't really exist in the UK now. There are still some garments about. I don't know whether they're still being manufactured in Germany or wherever it is they're based and then imported here, but Dianese do seem to still sell a lot of the Hein Gericke stuff. I don't know if that's just because of the stores that they bought and the stock that they had or what, but I decided to go for something else, and I went instead for the Rukka Gear this time round. I can't remember exactly which model of jacket and trousers I got, but it has the usual sort of protection in that you would expect. It's waterproofed, it has Gore-Tex, and the good thing about this particular one, and I think a lot of them nowadays compared with how they were originally, is that the sort of waterproofing thing is not just a Gore-Tex liner like it was on the Hein Gericke stuff that I used to have, which did protect the elements getting to me, but didn't stop them being absorbed into the outer fabric of the clothing, which meant that you were kind of carrying around a pretty heavy load of water with you. And also whenever you stopped, let's say you went somewhere and you got changed out of the gear and then you got changed back into it later that day, then you found that the gear was still wet through. It didn't dry out quickly because it had this kind of extra layer. I'm not sure what's going on here, but there's obviously something going on here. I'm just going to watch out what this woman's doing here. Lots and lots of cars around there for some reason today. And so I went for the Rukka stuff, which has this kind of outer lining which is waterproof and stops that from happening, stops that kind of absorption of water, so it's good for that. It's expensive. I think it was about, I don't know, must be about just short of £1,500 for both the top and the trousers. And it's fairly comfortable to wear. It certainly keeps out the cold at this time of year if you wear the liners that are in there, and you can obviously choose a size that allows you to put a few extra liners underneath the jacket as well. It looks solid, it looks well made. There doesn't appear to be any kind of minor kind of stitching issues that you sometimes can get. When you look closely at this, it seems to be all perfect, so in that regard, you know, I guess you would expect that for the sort of money it costs. So yeah, it's pretty good stuff. So I just I don't know what gear, particularly at this time of year when it starts to get as wet as it is, that you guys use. What do you favour nowadays in terms of motorbiking gear if you ride a motorbike? Let me know, I'd be interested to know. And that was it for this little vlog about motorbiking gear. So I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.